Hi boys and girls, welcome back to Mrs. Stefkin's art class at home. Today we're going to be making a crown. Crowns are fun to make. Crowns are worn by people that are supposed to be very special, like kings or queens or princesses or princes. And we're going to make a crown today that looks like this, that you can wear, that has different shapes on it. And the shapes have been made into jewels. So I'm going to show you how to make shapes into jewels, and I'm going to show you how to make the crown. So this is what you need to do. You need to have paper. You can have a pencil. If you have markers, that'd be great to take out. Crayons, definitely. A pair of scissors, and some tape. So this is how we're going to start to make the crown. If you get a piece of paper, you can get a white piece of paper like I did. If you have colored paper at home, and you want to take yellow or gold paper, you can make your crown out of yellow and gold too, so it looks like a gold crown. That would be okay too. So I'm going to take my paper, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half like a hot dog, the long skinny way. Don't fold it in half like a book. Fold it in half like a hot dog, the long skinny way. And when you fold it in half like this, and you've made a crease in it, in order to have that crease show up a little bit more, I'm going to take a black marker. You could take a black crayon or a dark marker and just make a line down that crease, just like this, just so I can see exactly where it's at. So I just made a line down the crease, and then I'm going to cut on that line so that I have two pieces of paper. So I'm going to cut right on that line all the way to the end. And after I cut it, I have two pieces of paper, and I'm going to put those two pieces of paper together like this, and I'm going to draw a zigzag line across the top of the paper. I'm holding the two papers together, I'm putting the two papers together, and then I'm going to draw a zigzag line across the top. I'm going to draw a zigzag line with pencil because I don't really want it to show, and my zigzags are going to be very far apart from each other, like that. Zigzag line with them far apart from each other. And then I'm going to hold the two papers together, and I'm going to cut on that zigzag line. So watch me. Here I go. I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to cut. I'm going to go back and forth all the way along the top of my paper. And I notice I'm cutting two papers at the same time. And when you cut two papers at the same time, when you're done, they're exactly the same. And then you're going to take those two papers and you're going to put them together on your table, and you're going to tape them right along the edge. So I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to tape them right down the center. See how they're apart? Now they're together, and I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape them together. And then the two pieces are taped together, and so it's long enough for when you're done with it to wrap it around and put it on your head. So this is how long it's going to be. Now I'm going to show you on another piece of paper how to make shapes look like jewels. So here I go. I'm going to take my first color, I think is going to be red. And I'm going to make a red circle. Then I'm going to take that circle and I'm going to make a smaller circle inside. Just like that. And then I'm going to make a line from the small circle to the outer circle going straight up, a line going straight down from the small circle to the large circle, a line going to the side from the small circle to the larger circle, and to the other side, just like that. And it looks more like a jewel. And then I'm going to take red crayon and color it in, because if I color it in with the marker, you won't see those lines anymore. So I can't color it in with marker. I got to color it in with crayon, so that the crayon, it actually shows up that it's red, but the lines still show. So let me do that for you here. And then when I'm done, it looks like this. And I can make little lines coming from it to make it look like it's sparkling. It's a sparkling jewel. Now I'm going to make one out of a different shape. So I'm going to take green this time, and I'm going to make a square. And when I've made that square, the first thing I'm going to do to make my jewel is make a smaller square inside, just like I did with the circle. So small square, and squares are actually easier than circles because they can kind of tell you where to put the lines. From the corners, I'm going to put them, all my lines going from the corner of the small one to the corner of the large one. So at the top, I'm going to make a line on an angle, and another line on an angle, just like that. And then at the bottom, I'm going to make a line on an angle, going down, and a line on an angle, going down, just like that. And if I want to put even more lines in, I can put 2 on the sides, just like that. And then I'm going to color it in with a green crayon. So I'm going to find a green crayon and color it inside. And after I'm done coloring it inside with crayon, then I can make my little lines going out from it to make it look like it is sparkly. Now, some kids like to take the marker back and make the lines with the marker, and you can do that too. Just like that. Now I'm going to show you how to make one with a rectangle. This time I'll take purple. Rectangle. And guess what shape I put on the inside? You're right, a small rectangle. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with the square. Make the lines go from the corners to the upper corner and the corners at the bottom to the bottom corners. Just like that. On an angle, on an angle, on an angle, on an angle, and 2 on each side. Just like that. Wow. Looks like a beautiful jewel. And I'm going to put my sparklies in marker, going all the way around, and I'm going to find a purple crayon and color it in with purple. So that is how you make the jewels. I'm going to make 2 more jewels for you because it's taking me a long time kind of to color them in. I probably won't color them in for you, but you know how to do it. So the next one I'm going to make is going to be a half circle, and I'm doing it with pink, and I'm going to put, a half circle on the inside. And a half circle is kind of like a combination between a circle and a square because it has corners, but it also is rounded. So I'm going to make a line that goes straight up from my small half circle to the bigger one, and 2 that go down to the corners on an angle, and 2 across the sides, just like that. And when I'm done, I'm going to put the sparklies on, and then find a pink crayon and color it in. Then I'm going to make my last shape, I think I'll make an oval. An oval is kind of like a circle. So it doesn't have any corners, so I have to just use my imagination and make a line that goes straight up, line that goes straight down, and 1 to each side. Put on my sparklies, and then I can color it in orange. If there's a different shape you want to make, like a diamond or a heart, you can make those too. If I make a heart, I'm going to put a small heart on the inside, and I'm going to make a line that goes straight up from my small one to my big one that goes straight down from my small one to my big one, and 2 on the sides. And then I put on my sparklies. If I want to make a diamond, I can make a diamond too. That's like a top of a triangle and the bottom of a triangle upside down. And then I'm going to make a small diamond on this inside. And from all the corners, I'm going to go up, I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go to the sides and put on my sparklies and color that one in brown. Nice job, guys. All the ones that you can put onto your crown. So here I go. I'm going to start off with a circle and put on my circle and a smaller circle and the lines going up and down and to the sides and my sparklies. Color it in pink. I'm done. I'm going to make 1 more for you on my crown, just like this, a square. Notice I'm making my shapes pretty big because if they're too small, then the ones inside are going to be really small and hard for us to do. So we're going to start off with a pretty big square and then make a small one inside. And then you're going to do that all the way across till you're done. And when you're done with putting them all the way across, you're going to take your crown, you're going to fold it in half like this. And you're going to take your tape and tape the last part. Tape them together. And then you have your crown. Ta-da! Have fun. Bye.